interactive art installation where the user controls the speed of a motor that's attached to a spinning string using a digital theremin. So basically we had was 3 theremins that we placed around the room, and the user interacts with the theremins by just kind of getting closer to them and moving their hand towards them and touching them. Basically this sends a signal to the motor to turn, and then attached to the motor is this guitar string that's attached inside to a glass bottle. Basically we've got a piezo mic, a contact mic in that picks up the sound of the string hitting the inside of the bottle, and we bring this into Max MSP. So we got 4 of these, so we have 4 channels of the same thing inside in Max. As well as the motors, we've got LEDs inside underneath the bottles to kind of just illuminate the string in the bottle itself. The LEDs work in the same way as the motors in that they take a signal from the theremin and they change the brightness of the LEDs depending on how close the user is to the theremin or how strongly they grip it. What we've got is 3 different colour LEDs. So we've got a red, green and a blue, and then in the centre we've got an RGB LED, which is an average of all the values that we've got. So basically we've got a theremin that controls the motor for the string that's attached to the green LED, another one for the red and another one for the blue. The RGB LED is attached to another motor, but there's no theremin that controls that. That's controlled by the average values of the total of the theremins. So the more the user interacts with all of them put together, the more the RGB reacts. The audio signals are taken into Max MSP using this lovely M-Audio interface there. And the signals are brought into Max MSP first, and they're put into an effects processing patch that uses copyright. That uses the signal from the theremin, the actual value itself and the rate of change of the value to calculate different parameters, effect parameters. From there, the audio signals, 4 separate audio signals, after they've gone through the effects processes, are brought into Logic, and they're also brought in with a clean signal, which is just the audio signal taken straight from the bottle. In Logic, then the signals are mixed so that we've got 3 speakers here. 1 speaker for each of the red, green and blue motors, bottles, LEDs, theremins. And then we've got the average kind of center one again, goes throughout all the speakers. So essentially we've got kind of 3 different systems. So we've got 1 system, 3 systems, each of which have a motor, a string, a bottle with the LED, and to control all of this system we have a theremin, and that goes out through its own speaker. And then for these 3 systems, all of the values that we get in from these are put into this average, which has the same kind of movement, the same output, but it doesn't have the same kind of control as the other ones. Basically this system is affected by all the other ones combined. And speaker wise, the audio from each bottle is put out through the speaker that's next to it, and then the audio from the bottle that doesn't have a speaker next to it is put out through every speaker. So we get kind of an overall background sound that's going on regardless of whether they're kind of being interacted with or not, because it's just kind of part of the code that it's set up so that it's constantly got this kind of base level of output that doesn't depend on any interaction.